Good afternoon, everyone. This is Miss Honey Bunny 7 coming back to you with another video. Today I am going to be making pork shoulder steaks. Something really easy, something that you can do whether it's the 4th of July, Monday through Friday, weekends too. So I'm just going to start off by telling you what I have and what I'm going to season my pork shoulder steaks with. I have some sea salt, black pepper, just a few red pepper, and garlic salt. Okay, so let me first go ahead and start seasoning my pork shoulder steak. Now what I am making with this, now I'm adding the red peppers, as you can see, just to give it a kick. Not that much, you can do to your own liking. And I'm going to be making baked beans with this. And of course I have my baked beans already in my rice cooker. It has been going nice and slow for about 2 hours. And it has about 40 minutes left. And now I'm going in with black pepper. Now what you want to do is make sure you season it the same on both sides. So we are going to flip them over. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Now my stove has already been turned on to 350. And I have it, as you can see, I have it in a roasting pan. I have it in a roasting pan because I love the way roasting pans cook my meat. It always comes out tender. If you have cooked a pot roast before, you absolutely know that it makes the meat so tender. Now I'm not going to put any red pepper on the other side because I don't want it to be too hot. And the last thing I'm adding is the garlic salt, okay? Now I am going to go ahead and add some onions. Only reason why I'm adding onions because I didn't have any onion powder. But just like I showed you on the previous video, when I get my veggies, I cut them up, freeze them, put them in the freezer. So when I get ready to cook, all I gotta do is just add them. And I'm not gonna put that much. Just to give it that onion taste. So now we are done. We are done with the seasoning. I believe the red pepper side with the flakes at the bottom, because what I do is I let this cook for about an hour and then I add my sauce to it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let this cook in the roasting pan, covered, for about an hour. And during that hour, about 30 minutes, I'm going to flip them over just to make sure they're cooking evenly. I only have 3 pork shoulder steaks because it's only a family of 3 for me, so that way everybody will have their own. But you can cook as many as you like. You can use a flat pan sheet, whatever you like. So I'm going to go ahead and place the lid on the roasting pan, and we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven for about 1 hour. My baked beans is in the rice cooker. It has about 33 minutes left. And we're going to take a look at it together. Let me bring this in closer. So as you can see, it's been cooking nice and slow. Nice and slow. The sauces I use, I love me some Sonnys BBQ sweet. Oh my God. As you can see, I have two. So I've already put some in here, but we're gonna do it together. This one is already gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you again. This is the Sonnys BBQ sweet. I add some ketchup, a dab of hot sauce, A1 sauce. What? A1 sauce? Yes, A1 sauce gives that real twang. And just a dot of apple cider vinegar and raw honey. Whatever you have in your cabinet. So let's go ahead and start. So I am going to add some more of my barbecue sauce. I am going to add now my Frank's hot sauce, and I just take the lid off the top so it can just pour in there. Now I'm going to do my A1 sauce. Ooh, splashing. And now I'm going to add the honey. A little bit of ketchup. And you can eyeball this. I cannot tell you the measurements I use. I just kind of eyeball it, and just a little bit of apple cider vinegar to help with that twang. So now I'm going to stir this up. And I just leave this on the side. Okay, so off camera, I decided to make a salad for my family to go with our pork shoulder steaks and the baked beans. So here I've made it's butter lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, and feta cheese. So I decided to make that for our little side dish. Now you can take in the pork shoulder steaks out of the oven. It's been in there for about 30 minutes. It's nowhere near done, but what we're going to do, we are going to flip it. And you notice when I placed them in here, I did not add any water, but you can see how meat makes its own water. And we are just going to flip them. It has another 30 minutes in the oven without the barbecue sauce. And then we're going to add the barbecue sauce. And with the barbecue sauce, then it will cook uncovered for another hour to get tender. I've just taken them out of the oven. Remember, it was covered in the oven for the first hour. So what we're going to do for the second hour is go ahead and pour the barbecue sauce that we made earlier over the pork shoulder ribs. And we are going to place it back in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour uncovered. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's not covered, because now we want it to get nice and tender. Okay, so now let me go ahead and see if I can get this a little bit closer for you guys. So now we are going to pour that barbecue sauce all over. And don't flip them over yet, okay? Don't flip them over yet. We are going to treat it the same way we did when we cooked it for 1 hour covered. We're going to let that cook on there nice and slow for about 30 minutes. Take them out, flip them over, and then back so you guys can see the pork shoulder steaks. It's been in the oven for the second half of that 1 hour for 30 minutes. And as you can tell, the water at the bottom, the meat created its own water, and it has absolutely evaporated, and it is nice and tender. Let me just show you guys. You see that? Absolutely tender. So what we are going to do is flip them over. But before I flip them over, let me go ahead and let you guys take a look, a close-up look. All right. So let me go ahead now, flip them over so we can sauce. Oh, see, it's so tender, it's falling apart. Sauce the other side. Okay. I mean, y'all, they are absolutely tender. So now, remember, we saved that last half of that barbecue sauce right here. So now we are going to add the rest of this baby all over. Okay. And when I made the barbecue sauce earlier, you guys can taste your own sauce, to your liking. But I do it so much that I don't have to taste it. I know it's going to be good. So we are going to put these back in the oven. We are down to our last final minutes. The pork shoulder steaks are done. What I did was I checked them when it was about 15 minutes, and what I did was I just turned off the oven, I'm sorry, and I just let it stay in there for the remainder of the 15 minutes. And by doing so, it did not dry out my barbecue sauce. It kept everything still nice and tender. And what we are going to do now, I am going to start plating the food. So I just wanted to show you, I have already plated my food. I have my salad on one plate, and I have my baked beans and pork shoulder steak on the other plate. I'm someone, I do not like anything running to my salad, so I always put my salad in a separate plate. So here I have my salad here, and as I stated earlier, you can use whatever salad dressing to your liking. We have Italian dressing. We have, of course, our Hidden Valley Ranch. But now we have here the pork shoulder steaks and my rice cooker baked beans. Okay, it's in a very small plate for me. I love having small plates, that way I can kind of portion control things for me. But let me go ahead and show you that one more time. You see that? Let me turn to them baked beans one more time. You see that? Everything is nice and tender. So I appreciate you guys watching this video, and like always, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time, God bless.